you are still doing the happy investing method in this market, in this crazy market? Because I don't know where the market is going right now. Listen, Pastor Warren, I know that you have some dealings, but Budweiser today announced that its parent company just lost $5 billion after partnering with Dylan Mulvaney, thinking that, what's wrong with a rainbow can? Surely no one would be, having a problem with it. Your regular can of nasty piss tasting Bud Light is still blue. You can still buy your nasty piss tasting Bud Light. Why are you having a problem with people who are trans drinking the Bud Light too? Well, we live in this country, not on my watch. So there's been some demonstrative things from Kid Rock, machine gunning a bunch of to people pouring and setting their stuff on fire, and $5 billion lost later. If you were invested in Budweiser, the parent company, you would have a problem right now.
You would. But at the same time, it might be a really good, they're going to learn their lesson and they're going to pivot, right?
What's their lesson? Don't support trans people?
No, it is really appeal to the people who pay you. So I'm pretty sure who's paying Budweiser more? Is it the LGBTQIA plus community, or is it the people who traditionally love Budweiser? So they messed up on their purchase power. That was a classic. It will be in the textbook. This is what you do when you mess up with the people who pay you. I don't have to pay you anymore. And it's not like the new people necessarily appreciated it as much as the old people were offended by it.
Pastor Warren, what you saying to that?
I mean, I saw the piece, $5 billion, their stock dropped by 1.5%, something like that. I mean, it's crazy. And you said something. Now, what's interesting is I will be looking to see what Anheuser-Busch is, what they actually do. Do they sever ties with Dylan Mulvaney? Do they put out a statement saying they regret? This is a very interesting moment, because what you have is a thing that in our community, we dream of, having the kind of power to make corporations rethink their choices and decisions, right? A $5 billion loss, in my estimation, is enough to make you rethink your decisions and your relationships. But it shows the kind of, I didn't see anything, Karen, that said, all Bud Light drinkers, let's unite, right? Let's unite and hurt the brand. But they just made a decision, we're not going to purchase this anymore. And they have to now reconsider a relationship, because $5 billion in the grand scheme of things is nothing to sneeze at, no matter how big the corporation is. So I'm actually paying attention to this, not because, in your words, Karen, because of the piss tasting, but because to see what a corporation does when supporters and their brand base decide we're over it because of a decision you made.
Oh, this is sticky. Ange Matthews is here. Pastor Mike Warren, you can follow him at Mike Warren, is here as well. It's the Karen Hutch Show on Sirius XM. If they backtrack and snatch the sponsorship from Dylan Mulvaney, now you're going to piss off a very active group of people who aren't going to ever buy your beer. So the very thing you were trying to do, which was to bridge and form relationships, you'd have pissed off the people that pay you, to Angie's point. And if you backtrack, you're never going to get the people that you were trying to bring into this big tent. This thing, advice, Ange, for people out there. Don't try to jump on moments if it ain't really your thing. If you don't know what you're doing, maybe I don't know. Oof.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm always long-term and passive, so you know that. And for me, I think this might be a really great opportunity, because I don't think Budweiser is necessarily going to go bankrupt as a result of this. Brands make hiccups all the time, and they recover within, say, a year. They're going to bounce back. Someone's going to get fired, clearly, and they are not going to change. I don't think they're going to change course. They're in it now. They're just going to get somebody else that resonates with their traditional fan base. They're going to sponsor something big, like, I don't know, country music awards or something. And then they're just going to keep on plowing through. And so right now, this could be an opportunity if you are a person who enjoys that company, owns that company, has thought about owning that company. Well, this is kind of when somebody's down in a traditional stock way, this is when you actually go and purchase the stock. If you believe that it's not going to wipe them out. I don't think this is going to wipe out Budweiser. Like, I actually think the government would come in and bail out Budweiser if it were to ever declare bankruptcy. It is that American.
What?
It's American.
What? It's beer.
It's American. And what is America?
Piss tasting beer. You probably making a good point right now.
But you know what's interesting in this? There's another narrative in the background of this, because then I see a piece, Karen, where, you know, Joe Rogan has this big following, right? And Joe Rogan then says, it's foolish for the people like Kid Rock do what they do. So on his show, he cracks open a can of Bud Light. He drinks and is like, I'm not going to stop supporting Bud Light. So you're going to have this kind of back and forth now among these people who are big influencers, right? And it's not lost on me, Karen, that when Kid Rock shot up the beer, he had his MAGA hat on backwards, by the way. So in the shot, you saw the MAGA hat with the assault rifle shooting up the Bud Light. But this is going to be interesting to see who stands with Bud Light, who doesn't stand with Bud Light, and what a person like a Joe Rogan, what impact he could have on maybe recouping something. It's interesting.